The farm is being in our family since 1916, more than 100 years ago. My grandfather bought the land, he registered it, he lived here in a cave on the land, and we, the third generation, we grew up the same way, connected with the land. We had difficulties from the Israeli settlers who tried to take the land by putting us under physical pressure. But we did not give up. They cut our trees, we planted new trees. We have demolition orders. We are not allowed to build anything on the farm. So the legal battle that started in 1991 is going on and on until today. So 28 years we are struggling in the Israeli courts. This should not stop us from thinking positively. So I always say this is a situation that is forcing people to react violently or resign or leave. But we said to ourselves, none of those options are good for us. We are against violence, against sitting down and crying, and against giving up and leaving. And that's why we started here another way of resistance. We started a non-violent, in a creative and in a constructive way. And our slogan, maybe you saw the stone at the entrance of this farm, we refuse to be enemies. We refuse to be enemies. To be enemies. We refuse to be enemies. We refuse to be victims. It was important to move ourselves out of the victim mentality. We refuse to hate, because with hatred we would destroy ourselves, and we believe that all people are created in the image of God and they are not created to hate each other. So in every human being, including what we might call an enemy, there is something good and something bad. So the good thing we want to respect, but the bad thing we don't want to accept. People cannot overcome evil with more evil, so they have to do it the other way. People cannot overcome hatred with more hatred, so it should be done the other way. We are shaping the future, so we have to be active in doing something today for a better future. We are people who believe in justice, and we believe that one day the Son of Justice will rise again, although it's hard, complicated, too long, too difficult, but one day justice will prevail. We refuse to be enemies. To be enemies. We refuse to be enemies. To be enemies.